Hello everyone, this is Dr. R.Sasikumar, Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering from RMDEC College. So today we are going to discuss about cache memory mapping technique. Uh, there are totally three types of cache memory mapping technique available. One is a direct cache memory mapping technique. The second one is a fully associative. The third one is a set associative mapping technique. In my previous video, I have given that I have explained about direct mapping technique, and in this video, I'm going to tell about that set associative mapping technique. So we will take one example. Assume there are three small caches. Each consists of four one-word block. One cache is a fully associative. The second is a two-way set associative, and the third is a direct mapping technique. So in this set associative, what is the set two-way set associative? So we have to use that the set number is 2. And what is the find the number of misses and hit for each cache organization given the following sequence of block. Totally, we have an address block address available and draw the necessary diagram for each cache organization. And the set associative, as per the given example, the set address is what a two elements, a two-way set associative. So two elements per set. So the set associative cache has a two set which indices 0 and 1 with two elements per set. Let us first determine to which set each block address mapper. So per set there are two block address available. In that two block we can store the block address. And the second, it is usually replaced the least recently used. So here we have to use that LRU technique, least recently used. Which one is used least recently, then that will be replaced currently. And notice that when block 8 is referenced, it replaces block 32. Since block 32 has been less recently referenced than block 64. So here the block address is for 32. Here we have to use that mathematical formula again, the block address mod number of set in that mapping technique. Here, as per the given example, the number of set is 2. So 32 mod 2, the mod function which gives the remainder value 0. And 64 mod 2 again 0. 8 mod 2 again 0. And 5 mod 2 1. 26 mod 2 0 only. So in that 0th uh, uh, cache block address, we have a two set. Either you can store in that set 0 or set 0 of block address 0 and set 1 of block address. So every set has two elements which indicates what 0. And first address 32. The 32 mod number of set is 2. So 32 is initially not available. So the hit or miss means what? A miss set. So the set 0, we have to store that memory of 32. And set 64, it is also not available. And with the help of mathematical formula, 64 mod number of set 2. So 64 to the remainder is 0. In that set 0, in that 0th block address, we have a two element. In 32 is available in that first element. So we need to retain that element for some period of time. That's why we have to store the another address of same block 0th address. So 64 is available in block 0 set 1. Okay, now the cache memory which contains what two blocks, block 0 and block 1. The block 0 which contains a two set and block 1 also which contains a two set. Now 32 and 64 is stored. So recently 64 is stored. So now the third block address is what 32. Now the 32 is already available in the block address. So it is called what a hit. So it is called what a hit. So 32 already available in that set 0. So same thing, nothing will happen. And which one is recently used means what 32 is recently used. And 64, the 64 mod 2 again 0th address only. In that address we have two blocks. So already one block which contains 32 and another block already with 64 available. So now the hit has occurred. So nothing will happen. Nothing will change that. So then the next block address is what 8. 8 is not available. So it is miss. Then 8 mod 2 we will get 0. In that 0 we have a two set, but out of two set, one address 32 is available in that one set, the 64 is also available in the another set. But which one is recently used means what? 64 is recently used, and least recently used what? 32. So we have to replace that 32. Instead of 32, now we can store that 8. So in set 0 of block address 0, 8 will be stored, and another set we have a 64. Now the next address is what? 5. It is not available. So miss the 5 mod 2. The remainder is 1. So set 1. So set 0, block 0, we have a 2 set. In the 2 set, we have a 8 and 64 available. In block 1, again, we have another 2 set. In that set, we have a memory of 5 available. So 8 is already available. Hit 26 not available. So miss occur, and 26 mod 2, the remainder is 0. So which one is recently used? 8 is recently used. Least recently used was 64. So instead of 64, 26 will be stored. And the block 1, which contains what? Memory 5. So 8 is already available. So hit. So as per this example, how many number of hit means what? 4 number of hits available, and 5 number of misses available. So this is the set associative mapping technique. I hope you understand this concept. Thank you.